What are you wearing?
Clothes.
Maybe we should go change.
Now? Should we I'll help you change if you help me change.
Let's do it. Welcome to the Glaziar Gaming podcast. I'm Mychal Glaziar. This is Joe Rybolt. I'm Captain Morgan. He is Negan. We are Negan. You are Negan. We're all Negan. And this is the Marvel / entertainment / whatever we feel like talking about this week section of the podcast. Thank you for clicking it. If you clicked it, that must mean you liked our faces like us. So feel free to like this video. Drop a subscribe if you find yourself smiling by the end of this. If you don't find yourself smiling by the end of this, have a drink. Anyway, let's start off with the movie that's coming out most recently. Or coming up soonest?
Coming out most recently.
Coming out most soonest recently, which is Eternals. The Eternals is currently the lowest ranked Marvel movie ever. We're not going to count IMDb because currently IMDb is getting flooded with 1-star reviews of people that haven't seen the movie because they are upset with the fact that the movie has LGBT representation. So we're not going to count that at all because that's not an actual review. But overall, it's rated equally as by actual critics. It's equally rated as Thor: The Dark World. Collectively known as the worst Marvel movie ever.
A lot of the same reasoning I've seen in regards to that. How IMDb has been rating it,
and I believe there's a scene where two men are kissing.
Yeah, and I believe a lot of critics have. I haven't checked Rotten Tomatoes, but a lot of critics have, done
I believe on Rotten Tomatoes it's at 60%.
Yeah. Speaking of Rotten Tomatoes, if you look at the list of all of the Marvel properties that have came out, the movies that should be rated higher or that have been well perceived by the audience comparatively to other movies is totally not correct. So you can't really take.
Well, what do you mean by that? Because that's subjective.
I mean, I'd have to find the list. But a lot of the the IMDb, how they've been kind of trashing the reviews and whatever. I believe a lot of critics have been saying the same thing too, so that could affect the Rotten Tomatoes score.
Okay.
As well. But we hopefully we'll see it soon and we'll give our own input.
Yeah, so we'll let you know. I've had very low expectations whenever I go into a movie with low expectations. Usually those expectations are surpassed. So most of the time when I go in with low expectations, I end up liking it. I'm going into this movie with low expectations. However, a recent Marvel movie or product that I watched where I had low expectations was Black Widow, and they did not even meet those expectations. So we'll see. We'll definitely let you know. We'll do our spoiler-free review the day after we go see it, which will be probably a Sunday. We'll go see it on Saturday. We might even be able to get it out that day. We'll see. Wanted to talk about that. We think it's kind of being unfairly judged at the moment, but the people that are actually seeing it aren't huge fans. I think that's because Eternals doesn't have a lot of background. People don't know a lot about it, and it's like we kind of mentioned before. It's a bunch of overpowered heroes that the stakes in this movie are supposed to feel high, but it's hard for them to feel high with the heroes that they're using. So
I think it's also just this story in general. Is more of a here's what's to come,
right?
Story,
it's a setup,
as opposed to this is their own this own movie is
which is why it's a 3-hour movie. It was because they're trying to set up stories, and we've said it before. This 2 different timelines are taking place at the same time during the movie.
So if it's a 3-hour movie, it should be 2 1.5-hour movies you're watching together.
Right.
So
one of the highest ranked Marvel movies ever when it came out was Black Panther. I don't know if it's still second highest or something. I think Into the Spider-Verse is the highest. Black Panther. Well, Danai Gurrira is the one who plays Okoye, the woman who plays Okoye, and she's getting a spin-off series. Yeah. I think that's super cool. I'm a big fan of her. I think she's super talented.
Dora Milaje.
The Dora Milaje are a very cool story, and my only issue with them is because they are. It would basically be like a military movie, because the Dora Milaje's job is to do what they're told, right?
Yep.
They do tasks for the Black Panther
for the throne
for the throne.
Yeah.
What are you gonna bring to us that makes us want to watch Okoye. Like, what is it about Okoye in this spinoff that we're going to be able to follow that isn't just her following orders?
It's got to be something, because we've basically seen what she's done with T'Challa. We basically haven't seen a lot of what she's done with T'Chaka. Mm-hmm. So maybe it could be a kind of prequel thing.
Yeah, maybe they can have some episodes that are prequel and then show us what's going on now.
Yeah.
Or maybe it'll be clearer once we see Black Panther 2.
Yeah, they did affect. They were in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They did, built Sam's suit.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't know.
They're a big part in What If.
Yeah, maybe it's to see like what Namor is rumored to be in it.
Yeah, I think as we know more about Black Panther 2, we'll get more about Okoye. But right now, my big question is, what are you gonna have? Because sorry, but if it's a love interest thing, not super into it. I think most stories
they love the throne. They love the
right.
That's their passion. So
I'm interested to see where they go with it, but we'll learn more as that goes on. For now, just want to let you know there's another movie one of the many delayed movies, but is one of my favorite franchises. This movie, or the last movie in the series, was one of the worst rated movies of Marvel, and the lowest earning Marvel movie, I believe. Ant-Man and the Wasp was one of the lower ones. Well, the next one, Ant-Man and the Wasp,
yeah. 0.000
Quantumania.
sign.
They changed their logo, and people are memeing it because it looks like Quadaluba Zero.
Yeah, it looks like chain link fence.
Yeah,
that's what it looks like.
So I tried to look at it from an optimist point of view. I thought that the writing looked very similar to how they did the original Loki logo, and it looks like the Quantum Realm looks in the second movie. It has the same look as when Michelle Pfeiffer is walking, and the ground looks like it's the clear, almost like she's walking on plasma. It looks like that to me. So sure. I get that it's not legible, you can't really read it, but in terms of design wise, I feel like I could see where they were going with it.
Yeah, I mean they released that photo for publicity reasons, right? So there had to be, they wanted to see people's reaction.
And you're going to keep seeing stories about that as it comes on, such as Bill Murray.
BFM.
I know, I was going to wear that shirt, but I had to dress up as CFM. He's in it. I'm a huge Bill Murray fan.
Undisclosed role.
Undisclosed. Bill Murray's going to be in it. We don't know what he's going to play. Some of the theories are that he's going to play Scott Lang's dad. And I was like, I think it would be fun to see him be a counter role to Hank Pym. Like him and Michael Douglas. Maybe he was a former research partner with Hank Pym.
Yeah, but they've done that. They
have done that
with
Cross.
Not Darren Cross. The guy who played... guy that was helping Ghost.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep. So I'm not sure exactly what they're going to do with Bill. But him and Paul Rudd are in Ghostbusters together. They're going to have good chemistry. They're both hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Bill Murray's in it. And we're going to keep seeing Ant-Man news because they're going to keep trying to build it up. Especially with movies getting delayed like this. They need to keep releasing leaks in order for you to keep interest. Yeah. One of the things that came out with Ant-Man, Zooey Deschanel was apparently the director wanted her to be a Wasp. And then they ended up with Evangeline Lilly instead. I saw a lot of people on the internet were extremely upset that it wasn't Zooey Deschanel. Evangeline Lilly killed it in this role.
Yeah, she's been doing very well.
Not only did she approach the character correctly, for the attitude they decided to go with her, Zooey Deschanel could pull off that tough Wasp vibe that they clearly wanted. It would have been a lot more jokey, lighthearted.
Like Paul Rudd, similar to Paul Rudd's humor.
Right, as opposed to you have the clashing personalities, which helps.
Right.
It makes the movie better. It makes Paul Rudd shine a little bit more. It makes Evangeline Lilly's strengths shine more. I'm very happy that they have Evangeline Lilly, and if they really wanted Zooey Deschanel that bad, you can find another role for her.
It kind of makes Ant-Man but Ant-Man's cool. Yeah. Well, you can honestly say Wasp is badass. So.
Wasp is a better Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Do everything Ant-Man can, but also can fly.
Yeah.
In the comics,
blasters and
stuff.
So.
Yeah. So I'm happy with Evangeline, and I think she's doing a great job, and will continue to do so. If you really want Zooey Deschanel in the MCU. You know, she could probably be a good Invisible Woman. She could be a good Kitty Pryde if you went older version of Kitty. But yeah, Zooey Deschanel could have another role. Anyway, we'll move on to the next thing. No Way Home is going to be over 2.5 hours long, just like Eternals, like we mentioned. I'm going to die. I've mentioned this before. I had to get up and go to the bathroom during Venom 2, which was one of the shortest Marvel movies yet.
Yeah. You were going to bring your pee cup, though.
Yeah. What movie did we see after that? So was Venom... So Venom, I could hold it, but Shang-Chi, I couldn't. Yeah. Because Venom was short enough. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to hold it for Eternals. I'm not going to be able to hold it for No Way Home.
If you hold it to the last possible second, though, you should be able to do like a half in the middle.
Right. I should be able to find a lull. Like, as soon as Toby comes in, I'll leave. But yeah, so...
Dude. Andrew.
Both. No Way Home's gonna be over 2.5 hours long. There's also a whole bunch of other rumors and stuff, but I am rumored out with No Way Home. Unless it's basically confirmed, I'm not interested.
Yeah, there's the new still that dropped, or a couple new stills,
which looks edited.
2 new stills. One with Doc Ock like throwing a car at our Peter, and like Doc Ock has no shadow.
Yeah,
it just looks weird.
It's just the car that he's throwing has a shadow, but he doesn't have a shadow.
Yeah, and then
which means it's probably doctored.
Yeah,
and they forgot to add that. Doctored.
And then there's another one with Doc Ock like having his like things around Peter's head, or like Spider-Man's head.
Yep. There's also the clip of him saying hello Peter, and he has a bunch of smoke around him.
Yeah.
But then when they pan over to Spider-Man, he has no smoke, and it's Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's clear as day.
Yeah.
No explosion or anything. So yeah, I don't believe he's talking to our Peter anymore.
No.
So.
But other than that, I'm done with Spider-Man No Way Home rumors. Yeah. I just want to know facts now. I just want to know facts, confirmations, such as Tom Holland says that there's a scene where they're sitting with Happy, Aunt May, and a mystery character talking about how amazing it is to be a superhero.
Yeah, amazing.
Amazing. I said he's either trying to drop a hint there that amazing as in the Amazing Spider-Man and it's Andrew Garfield, or I think it is a character that...
Ben Parker?
That might not be a superhero, that it's something like Ned. And that conversation is what makes Ned want to be Hobgoblin. I don't necessarily think it's like a huge leak or huge rumor. Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, it could just be just Ned and he's dropping that. Like, Tom Holland is probably, he might be overcompensating. Like, he always does accidental leaks and he's gotten in trouble in the past. So now he's building up hype and it's Ned. Yeah, I didn't put too much weight into that, and which is exactly what they probably want. So... That's what I think about that. Sticking with Spider-Man, though. Oh, go ahead. You looked like...
Oh, yeah. I was going to say Charlie Cox didn't get asked if he was in it this week.
Oh, so. Yeah. That one whole week without Charlie Cox being interviewed about Daredevil and Spider-Man. So, but sticking with Spider-Man. Back in 2014, Marvel met with Sony and told them, don't make Amazing Spider-Man 3. Instead, let's bring Spider-Man into Marvel. Probably the smart decision.
Yeah.
However, now we know why they didn't, why they went through all those changes. Because they were clearly going to be moving forward with Andrew Garfield to do the Sinister Six, and they completely changed. So now we know. The picture that I saw with that article was Andrew Garfield crying. So if he's in No Way Home, at least he comes back and we still get that Amazing Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, I forget what I just saw, but apparently they are coming soon. They are releasing the original Spider-Man trilogy and the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 in 4K.
Yeah, and that's on November 8th.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Because they're gonna sell out. It's the 4K Ultra HD box sets of both series.
Yeah. Perfect timing to do a Spider-Man 4 and Amazing Spider-Man 3 in their own universes.
I think we have one last Spider-Man, No Way Home. The next trailer will be after the Morbius trailer.
Yeah.
And people were speculating, oh, why? Is that because Spider-Man's going to be in Morbius? I don't think so.
Morbius hasn't even, changed yet.
No.
So, Dr. Michael Morbius hasn't even...
if they include any other Marvel character in Morbius, from another movie, it's going to be Blade.
And it's going to be Vulture.
Right. Which Vulture's already confirmed. So, just want to bring that up. So, the next time you see a No Way Home trailer, it'll be after a Morbius trailer. That's all I got for that. So,
which means a Morbius trailer's coming soon,
which means Morbius is supposed to be coming in November. I hope I do as well.
Well, I mean, if it's attached to Eternals, maybe.
Yeah.
Because, Eternals had freaking trailer, or Shang-Chi had trailer.
Yeah.
It was Dune, Venom, Eternal Spider-Man, like something like that.
Yep.
It's all three.
Just a bunch of Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
Done with Spider-Man. Done with all the Spider-Man news. The next thing, done with all the Spider-Man news. I feel like this is that fast. There was one Secret Invasion piece of information I saw, which was Fizz the Skrull. It's been cast. Killian Scott will be playing Fizz the Skrull, which that is, in the comics, Fizz is what brings in the mutants. So we might be seeing some mutants in Secret Invasion.
Yeah, we also might be seeing some Inhuman stuff there too.
It would be very cool. I don't know too much about Killian Scott, but Fizz is going to be a very cool character. Not a huge fan of the Skrulls. I've mentioned that every time we bring up Secret Invasion and the Skrulls. I just don't like when you have shape-shifting, multiverse travel, and time travel. Anybody can be anything at any point in time whenever they decide to do so. So I really hope they do the Skrulls well, because as of right now, they've already done it where Samuel L. Jackson was like a Skrull the entire time.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. I want to see how well they do, and just wanted to throw that in there. Another movie slated to come out. Part of the delays probably. It just wasn't revealed at the time. 2023, we're getting Nova.
Yeah?
Yeah, 2023 is when, I don't know if that's when it begins production or that's when it's supposed to come out. But we're getting Nova. And we were seeing today that there was a Marvel theory that Nova will come with the destruction of the Nova Corps.
And Xandar.
Duh.
Yeah.
Nova, that's how Nova it comes to be, is all the powers of Xandar go into one person.
Yeah. So does...
And all the memories of all the people.
Well, those people are back, right? Because Hulk snapped everyone back. So did Hulk snap just Earth back?
You mean Iron Man snap?
No, Iron Man snapped to get rid of Thanos' people.
You're right.
Or Bruce Banner snap, or Hulk snap
Brought everyone back.
So I'd imagine they just come back to demolish Xandar.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, Nova's coming 2023. Gonna come with the destruction of Xandar. That's another one of those Hawkeye has his tattoos. Duh.
Yeah.
Nova comes with the destruction of Xandar. Duh.
Yeah.
Duh. Speaking of space movies, I guess we saw Xandar in Guardians of the Galaxy in the first movie. We got some Guardians of the Galaxy 3 news. So there was an online news company that released somebody was cast as Moondragon for Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Oh yeah, the girl who played Ratcatcher 2 in Suicide Squad.
Yeah, and
I forget her name.
James Gunn responded immediately going, false!
Yeah, because it said exclusive in caps.
Yeah, so he said false! Also in caps. And, this is why you don't jump to try to get a story headline. I'm sure they got a lot of clicks on their website that day, but little behind the scenes like terminology here, none of those are like warm clicks where people are going to stay on their website. It's people clicking to see what else they have on their site and then leaving.
Yeah.
Wasn't really positive in my mind that they should have done that sort of thing, but I'm glad James Gunn did the clarification. We talked about how they potentially would be moving forward with Moondragon, because we saw in What If that the only way to really finish closing off Drax's storyline is with Moondragon, if you want to keep him going, but we think Drax is going to die in Guardians 3 anyway. But he said, full quote was, honestly, maybe if I had seen that photo of Melchior Daniela in a bald wig and how cool she looked, maybe I would have written Moondragon into the script, but Daniela was lazy and didn't post that picture until today, so if you want somebody to blame, you're going to have to blame her.
Yeah, and that's not any malice towards it. They have a good relationship because
that was just his way of saying Moondragon's not in this movie at all. Yeah. I like that clarification. That's like a spoiler that actually helps. So
yeah, it's almost like when they were like, yeah, Zac Efron should be Adam Warlock, blah blah blah. And James Gunn said, if I wanted Zac Efron to play Adam Warlock, I would have gone and got Zac Efron.
Right. You mentioned that she's from Suicide Squad.
Yeah, Suicide Squad. Sorry.
Little teaser. We have somebody else involved. The biggest character in Suicide Squad, probably, or at least most popular. We have a story on her later on.
No more Disney thing. There was about a minute and 13-second teaser trailer for Lightyear.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd be considering there's no words said throughout the whole thing until the very end.
I either need more people to follow on Twitter, or I need to start switching up what I look at for trending and stuff. Because everybody I saw was talking about how hot Buzz Lightyear was, and that they want to be the Buzz Lightyear's sub. And I was like, oh my god, what is this? It was just a bunch of people talking about how hot Buzz was.
You were one of them?
I mean, yeah, I was part of it, and I definitely read those tweets for hours, but I really gotta fix who I follow.
Yeah, that's weird. I didn't hear that. I didn't see that much
about it.
It
was so much of people saying that Buzz looks hot, and I'd let Buzz do anything to me, and
that's weird.
Yeah, well, weird, huh? And when Venom came out, I saw a bunch of Venom porn.
Well, I mean, when the Carnage thing came out, and he was like, he got some ideas.
Yeah. I have some messed up cookies.
You should probably delete your browser history.
I do every time I get on the internet. Oh, man. But yeah, so that was all I saw was a bunch of people saying they want Buzz to do stuff to them.
Weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Light up their year.
Yeah. Show them infinity and beyond. We'll stick with superheroes for now since we're on it. DC Fandome. We forgot to talk about it last week.
Right.
So we're going to bring it up to you now. I'm Vengeance.
We got Black Adam teaser. We got Aquaman teaser. We got Shazam Fury of the Gods teaser. We got Flash teaser. Did I say the Batman? We got the Batman teaser. And we have nothing on Henry Cavill's Superman. So, we got, let's see. Black Adam was the big thing.
That's The Rock.
That's The Rock, yep, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He gave a little intro.
Did you need to clarify
Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He gave a little intro and then gave a little clip, and he said his exact quote from the thing was the power shift in the DC universe is about to change.
That was Black Adam?
That was Black Adam. So he said the DC universe, that's what I got out of there. What's he referring to? Is he talking about the non-Snyder cut DC universe? Is he talking about, I don't know,
the future of the DC, just completely not talk about anything in the past and do a full reset like they should?
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't know.
The big thing was Batman. Everybody wanted to talk about Batman.
Yeah.
I watched that. I thought long hair Bruce Wayne is weird for some reason. Yeah. He looked like Bully Maguire. He very much, Robert Pattinson reminded me of Spider-Man 3. Why would you give him emo cut? Right?
Yeah.
He has a bowl cut. It's weird. I don't like.
He's supposed to be younger too.
You can have short hair when you're. I think the long hair Bruce Wayne is. I'm not a fan of. I like that he's putting makeup around his eyes to do extra black.
Yeah.
But other than that,
I'm very excited for I'm excited for the DC properties.
I'm excited to see them improve on what they've done in the past because so far DC has just not done great.
Yeah.
Green Arrow has probably been their most successful DC product.
Flash has been good too.
Flash is getting there, but which Flash?
Continuity. They both exist.
They need continuity. They need a clear direction on where they're going in the future. Hopefully Black Adam is what they're talking about there, bringing that forward. Speaking of Pattinson, though, Robert Pattinson, Kristen Stewart, they used to date when they were on Twilight together. They've had some screen time together. And then Kristen Stewart got comfortable in her skin, became her true self. Now you can just tell when you see her. She looks happy. She looks this is her, which I love it. She seems much more satisfied in where her career is going, so excited for that. She was recently interviewed and asked how she would feel about playing a female Joker opposite Robert Pattinson, and she said no, she wouldn't. She said not no, but no to a female Joker. She said let's do something else. She said she was willing to be be a villain opposite Robert Pattinson, but she wants something new. She said let's go crazy with it and let's do something fun. So she would be willing to do Joker, but she'd rather do something else. I would 100% agree.
Yeah.
When they said I'm fine if whatever you want to gender swap, race swap, whatever, I'm fine with it as long as you don't put too much of a focus on it. Don't call out the fact that Joker's a girl. Don't call out the fact that the character is a different race or gender. Just go with it because that's the whole point, is don't make it seem out of the norm. So I'm fine if they wanted to make Joker a girl, but I'm much more fine with her being Poison Ivy.
Yep.
I'm much. I labeled a few things. Miss Freeze. What's her name? I can't think of her name, but I think it was the outside of Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, it was the female character that was the female villain that was in Batman comics the most. It was the Freeze character, but I'd be fine with her playing that. So there are other characters that she would be able to play well. My first thought was Poison Ivy, though.
Okay. As a villain?
As a villain.
Because I could see, Batgirl.
Her playing Batgirl?
Yeah.
I don't know if I could see it. If you're talking about continuity, you got to bring TV's Batgirl into it.
No. I don't want any of the TV properties.
I agree, but I'm just saying if you're trying to get continuity.
Yeah. No, this is a whole different Batman universe.
Right.
So you can do whatever you want. I
Yeah.
get.
Or just maybe come up with a new character that's never even been made before.
I want to say his name's like Dusk or something. Super big Batman villain. I forget his name. Hush.
Sorry.
Hush. That's it. Hush. It's one of the new big Batman villains.
So have her be a
Hush.
female Hush?
Yeah.
Sure. I don't know much about it, so I guess I
Yeah,
don't know.
people know a lot, but
So if people don't know much about it, then make Hush female.
Yeah.
Just like they did with Eternals.
Hush.
They did a bunch of swaps in Eternals because nobody knew much about it. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm all for... I think Kristen Stewart is doing much better now, so I'm all for her joining Pattinson as a villain, as maybe a gender-swapped Robin. Maybe calling her Robin, since it's a gender-neutral name.
You don't want to call her Dick Grayson?
No. Oh. That's it for DC news. Oh, wait, there's more. There was the one I wanted to talk about. I teased Margot Robbie earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Margot Robbie is going to be playing a live-action Barbie opposite Ryan Gosling as Ken. And next... I don't want to see a live-action Barbie movie. I don't know if it's going to be G, PG, whatever. If it's going to be aimed at adults or if it's going to be aimed at kids. I've mentioned it before, like I have no quarrels, no problems with Margot Robbie. I just have yet to see a movie where I think she's as good as everybody claims she is. Just like I've said it before, somebody could be the second best ever, but if you call them the best ever, that's overrated. I think she's overrated. Like she could be one of the top actresses right now, but to say she's the best, I don't agree.
Yeah.
That's happening. We got some other random news here. Let's bring up some of the random news. First thing, Blizzard. We brought up that they will be changing the name of McCree. They have officially made the new... They have named McCree. McCree is now...
Jesse?
Cletus Cassidy.
His name's Jesse?
Nope, it is not Jesse.
Oh.
You're thinking Toy Story.
Oh. What is it?
Cole Cassidy. Yo, pick Cole for me.
Yeah.
Oh, we need damage. Can somebody pick Cole?
Yeah.
They should.
Or what if his name's just Cole Cassidy? It's like Wrecking Ball, and they should have just named him Hammond.
Right. Nope, it's Wrecking Ball.
Yeah.
And everybody called him Hammond.
Yeah. They should just named him Hammond. So they should just name him...
They should have named him Jesse.
Just Jesse.
They should have... I don't know. They could have named him
Cole Cassidy.
I know a lot of people don't like Cole Cassidy. Because I'm not really into the game that much anymore, I'm fine with Cole Cassidy. It sounds like... Because, like, Cassidy, like Butch Cassidy, that sort of thing, like, it sounds like it could be a Western name.
Yeah.
So... the internet was up in arms about it, but honestly, I don't think it's a big deal. I think they could have come up with they could have left it at just Jesse, but they wanted to cut all ties with the original McCree. So instead of Jesse McCree or just Jesse, they switched it completely to Cole Cassidy. I think they could have done something.
Bamf?
Cole Eastwood. They could have done something like
Cole Wayne?
That honestly, that would have been fine. Cole Wayne, John Cassidy. I don't know. It's a weird name, but that's what they switched it to. So just want to let everybody know that happened. That happened.
So that happened.
So we got two little pieces of information. First, I know since you're watching us, you probably have tissues out next to you anyway, but keep those tissues out because Paul Walker from Fast and the Furious.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. His daughter just got married. She was walked down the aisle by Vin Diesel. Dominic, because Paul Walker may be gone, but Vin Diesel's family. I feel so wrong.
Family. That's his superpower.
Yep, family walked her down the aisle. And that's it for superhero, all our entertainment news. We got one last thing. Warner Brothers. They are going to be coming out with a Super Smash Brothers-like video game.
Bringing that back up here. Let's see some of the characters.
The first rumored DLC fighter because of Space Jam is LeBron James. So you might be able to fight with LeBron James in a Super Smash Brothers-esque brawling side fighter game. Some of the other characters that might be in it.
We got Steven Universe.
Okay.
Batman, Harley Quinn. Adventure Time. Shaggy.
Which Shaggy's been wanted in Mortal Kombat, so...
Yeah.
You gotta fight with him.
Superman, Wonder Woman, Gandalf,
Yep.
Rick and Morty,
Yep.
Bugs Bunny, and Tom and Jerry. With LeBron James
so
being
LeBron
first
James
DLC.
could beat the crap out of like Rick or
Harley Quinn.
It should be an interesting game, to say the least. little bit different than like a Super Smash Bros. Sort of thing because of the characters. But if they do it right, it could be fun. It could be pretty interesting to fight with those characters. I think the fact that LeBron could be a downloadable character is cool. He's branching out, you know, doing movies, now video games, but
I mean, if you're taking from the Bugs Bunny thing, or are you taking it from Space Jam? Because if that's the case, people are going to want Lola Bunny.
Well, it would be from Space Jam, because the only Warner Brothers property that LeBron's part of is Space Jam. So it would be LeBron's character in Space Jam. Yeah. So then, well, and you could bring in any Looney Tune. Like you could bring in Lola, you could bring in
Elmer Fudd. Tasmanian Devil,
Tweety Bird,
Coyote.
Yeah, you could bring him in. Bring him in. So I would want Tasmanian Devil. That'd be the first one I'd want. But
play like Link.
We were talking about it. DLC characters for fighter games. Not a fan. Not a fan.
I'm a fan of freemium games where like at some point you're playing games, you're getting an in-game currency. You could eventually use that currency to buy or purchase the new characters that are coming out. So if you want to get a premier character, you need to save up all your credits or all your in-game currency to a large amount for said new character.
Right. You don't have to spend the money, but it takes a lot more time to grind.
Yeah.
Personally, I like with the GameCube. I think that was Brawl. That was Melee. GameCube version of
Super Smash Bros. The best Super Smash Bros.
I like what they did, where all your characters came with the game, and then there was a bunch that you could unlock with quests.
Yeah,
like if you complete the campaign on hard mode, you get a chance to fight.
If you finish that first level with like a 6 at the end number, you get to fight Luigi or something like that.
Right. You get things like those sorts of things. You complete everybody's target practice, and you unlock Young Link or Toon Link or whatever. Like, I like those sorts of things better, where the player has some sort of challenge they have to complete to unlock a character. Because then like if a person doesn't have that available, they haven't gone through that yet. Yeah. It also gives you more to do in the game. Like it's not just you log in and fight.
Right.
The game creates a campaign that way. So the idea of DLC, I get the reasoning for it. Money. But
like Brawl was great. Brawl was really good too.
Brawl was good
because you had to. I think Wolf, one of my favorite characters, was the last person I unlocked because you had to go to the very bottom corner, break these blocks, and then fall down an abyss. But you had to enter a portal at the same time you entered the fell down the thing, or else you died. It was
right things where you might have to look it up on how to do it because you're trying to figure it out. It's just more fun. But I get it. Money has to be made. I just think money could be made with cosmetics. Like, you know how you can change your color on your characters to different outfits? Get some special outfits that you can pay for, because people will pay for it.
Yeah.
We've seen with every video game, people pay for those sorts of things.
Like the old Toon Squad, LeBron James, with the old things.
That people would pay for that. People would pay for, old school Lola Bunny for multiple reasons, probably. Rick and Morty, and how many different outfits could they have throughout their show? You could pay to have Pickle Rick.
Yeah. Pickle Rick.
Yeah. Rather than that be part of his kit to turn
Gandalf the Grey.
Could be Gandalf the White. Could be Gandalf the Grey. You could make him Gandalf the Brown.
Ultra Instinct Shaggy.
There you go.
You'd kill everyone.
So there's so many things you could do. I think that would be much more beneficial. And they might do that on top of DLC characters.
You also got to think it is Warner Brothers.
Right.
LeBron James is going to cost $20 probably.
And, Harry Potter, I feel like used to be part of Warner Brothers, but I don't think...
It's Universal.
It's Universal. Okay. Anyway, don't want to beat a dead horse. Probably done with that conversation. So that's it for our entertainment. That's it for our second section of our podcast. If you like sports, check out our other section. If you came from sports, thanks for coming to this one as well. Like we've mentioned before, drop a like, subscribe if you think it deserves a like. If you don't, you feel free to not, but it does help the channel quite a bit. And subscriber count, we gained some extra subscribers, so thank you to those. You know who you are. And we appreciate all of you. Happy Halloween if you celebrate. If you do, stay safe, but have a fun time, because one of the most popular and fun holidays. Other than that, GG.
GG.